The first week after ACL surgery is absolutely critical. Do the right things and you set yourself up for a smooth recovery. Do the wrong things and you could be dealing with some unnecessary pain, swelling, and you could delay the recovery process. I've helped many athletes recover from ACL surgery, but now I'm going through it myself. In this video, I'm going to share exactly what you should be doing in the first week post-op, what to avoid, how to ensure that you're making progress right out of the gate. Plus, I'll cover how pre-op exercises can make a huge difference in the speed of your recovery. The first week after ACL surgery can feel overwhelming. Your knee is swollen, stiff, you probably can't move it much, but that's completely normal. In my personal opinion, the pain levels were at their most significant the same day as surgery. So you're given a nerve block that turns the nerves off and prevents you from being able to move, but also being able to feel. So as that nerve block starts to wear off, it can be pretty rough going from numb and no sensation at all to post-operative pain. So don't be a hero, utilize the pain medication that was provided to you and assure yourself that this is all part of the process, and continue to tell yourself that nothing wrong is occurring. This is just a part of the recovery process. What to expect in week one? Number one, pain and swelling. Your body is responding to a trauma, so swelling is normal, but it should be controlled. Number two, limited mobility. You won't be bending much, and that's okay. Mobility work will start soon. You should have a little bit of movement, but don't be worried if you're not able to move as much as you were able to before. And number three, your weight bearing is going to depend on your surgery type. Some people will be able to do full weight bearing right out of the gate. Others will need crutches longer. This will depend on the graft type and if you had any other surgeries done as well. For me personally, I'm able to do partial weight bearing for the first 2 weeks, and then I'm able to progress my weight bearing as I'm able to after that. One of the most important things you can do to set yourself up for a smoother recovery is pre-op strengthening. If you strengthen your quads and your hamstrings and improve your knee range of motion before surgery, your body is better prepared to activate those muscles post-operatively, making recovery so much smoother. So here's what you need to be doing week one. Number one, control your swelling with rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Swelling can delay muscle activation, so keep your leg elevated, ice frequently, and use compression to prevent excess fluid buildup. Number two, early movement and muscle activation. Even though you can't move too much, small movements like ankle pumps and eventual quad sets will keep circulation going and prevent blood clots from forming. If you worked on quad strength before surgery, it'll be easier to get these muscles firing again post-operatively. Number three, pain and medication management. You want to stay ahead of your pain, but don't become overly reliant on medication. Ice, movement, and elevation are just important for controlling pain. The more swelling you have, the harder it is to move your knee. And the harder it is to move your knee, the more stiffness and long-term complications that could arise. If we control swelling early, we can start gentle movement sooner. And again, if you focused on those pre-op exercises to maintain your quad strength and your knee mobility, you'll have an easier time moving and engaging the muscles early, which is a key to a faster recovery. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people either moving too much or not moving at all. It's important to find the nice balance in between the two. Moving too little can lead to stiffness and weaken your muscles and slow recovery. Moving too much can cause reactive swelling and increase pain. Finding the right balance involves frequent, gentle movement while remaining within the limitations that your surgeon provided you. This is also why doing exercises before surgery like straight leg raises, quad sets, and knee extensions help a ton post-operatively. It prevents muscle loss and makes movement even easier after the surgery. All right, so to recap, here's your week one recovery checklist. Ice, elevate, and compress. Do ankle pumps and quad sets and light movement daily. Stay ahead of the pain with proper medication timing. Avoid unnecessary walking or excessive strain on your knee. And if you haven't had surgery yet, start strengthening now. Pre-op exercises will make your recovery so much smoother. So that's it for this week. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to follow along, and please reach out with any questions, and I will plan to see you next week. Thanks.